Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Roxanne. If it's your first time here, then welcome. Today I want to do a little book haul for you all. I haven't done one of these in a little while, I think. Target had a buy two get the third book free, so I took advantage of that. I won a giveaway, a publisher giveaway, so I took advantage of that. And then I have a library book. So actually of these I have bought three. I've only bought three of these, which is great. Of the ones that I got from Target, I actually got one. There's another one of this, but it was a part of a gift, so you won't see it here. And the first one is The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. This is a horror novel. I don't read a lot of horror. Sorry, I'm like taking off the Target sticker because it's gonna drive me crazy. I don't read a lot of horror. I guess I just don't gravitate towards it that much, and I am afraid. Oh, hi. You guys are about to see my my Wonder Woman pajama pants. I don't gravitate towards it that much. I don't really know why, but this one was getting a lot of hype recently, or like when it around the time that it came out, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Galileo has a Zoomy, so if you hear something in the background, that's him. And if I'm not mistaken, the author is Native. I'm always trying to read more Native authors. I do really bad at that in general, so I'm trying to actively look for authors and books. So I'm very excited to have that. I'm very excited to have that as part of my collection. Then I have one that I may regret having bought. I'm not sure. It is It by Stephen King. I'm trying to read more Stephen King again. Also trying to read a little bit more horror. And one of my best friends is a huge Stephen King fan, and so I got The Shining earlier this year, and now I have It, and those I think are going to be my two Stephen Kings for the next year. Then I got two like hugely hyped books that I think I'm gonna like. They are the two Emily Henry books. So we have the first one was a beach read, and People We Meet on Vacation. I don't think these are related in any way, but that's just the publishing order. I really like these covers, and I think that these are more like a little bit more complex than the normal sort of romance, in that I think she tries to dive into the relationship in a different way than maybe a contemporary romance might. So I'm very, very excited about that one. Then I won a giveaway which included this memoir, and then for some reason, I'm not sure, this is what happens, I enter giveaways. I think I entered this one on Instagram, and I guess I didn't fully read because I wasn't expecting children's books alongside this when I was messaged that I won it. But it is Beautiful Country, a memoir. I'm about to look up how to say the author because I haven't done my due diligence just yet. Is it Chan Julie Wang? Let me see. It is a pet peeve of mine, I will say, when people don't even try to look up the author and their book tour. Yes, so Chan Julie Wang, and this is a memoir about being an undocumented immigrant in the 90s and on, I believe. That's all that I know about this. That's all that I really want to know about it. It has been getting some really good reviews, a lot of hype around it, and again, I'm always trying to diversify my bookshelf, especially if I can do that through memoirs. I think that's a really, really great way of doing that, because it's a very, very personal, obviously, telling of certain aspects of someone's life, and I just think that's a beautiful way to learn. And I just noticed that she actually wrote a note inside. Roxanne, as Lemony Snicket once wrote, "Never trust anyone who has not brought a book with them. From one book lover to another, and from my inner child to yours, with love and light." Oh, and now I know why I got the children's books. Okay, so these must be some of her favorite children's books. I did have some picture books that came with this also, but I actually Gave those to my little niece, not niece, my best friend's baby. It was an Eric Carle, it was a Dr. Seuss, and it was a Bernstein Bears one. So all three great and very popular. And so I have 3 children's books here as well that she must have loved when she was a kid. I am so excited for this. It's a hardcover, beautiful illustrated version of Matilda. I am so excited. This is so beautiful. So Matilda is one of my favorite middle grade books, and it's my favorite Roald Dahl that I have read. I've read, I think, about 3 of his only, but I do want to read a lot of his catalog. So I'm super excited about this one. And then I have Where the Red Fern Grows, by Wilson Rawls. I have not read this either, but I think this is going to be one that's going to absolutely break my heart. I skimmed through the synopsis, and it's about a boy and his 2 dogs, and I saw the word like grief and despair. I don't know that I'm ready for that. And then I have one that I was familiar with through my work at the library, but I have not read yet, and it is Harriet the Spy by Louise Fitzhugh. And I think this actually might be a series, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that different books in this series might be written by different authors. And so this one I think it came out quite a long time ago. This one was originally published in 1964, and so this is about Harriet, who is a spy. She hears everything, sees everything, and she writes it all down in this notebook, and then the notebook unfortunately falls into the wrong hands, and everything that she's ever written about her friends and her family and everybody is brought to light. And so now she has to sort of deal with the consequences of that. And yeah, I'm very excited to read this children's classic. If the cover illustration is any indication, she's going to be a hoot to read about. And then I have a library haul book. It is the pick for November, which is Native American Heritage Month, for my non-work book club, and it is Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Booley. And this, I believe, is a YA mystery. I have read that it can read older young adult, so keep that in mind, and I will keep that in mind as I read it. It's a chunker, but hopefully with the audiobook I can get through it pretty quickly, because my book club meeting is quickly approaching. Those are the books that I have acquired recently. Let me know if you've read any of these and what you thought. Let me know if you're particularly excited for me to read any of them. As always, thank you for watching and for listening. I love you all very much.